All right now.
Here's our models. Have a seat, honey.
Got their little walk down.
Okay.
So you want to talk about what you're going to do? Or you?
Yes. Now, with my model, Natasha, actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but she already had an ombre technique. So basically, all I want to do, I want to refresh the ombre technique by using a demi-line, and I'm going to use the 5NG with a pinch, and I want to say a pinch or a quarter of the special mix, which is warm. All right, and that's what I'm gonna draper, start it. You can explain what you're gonna do, and then I'll show them a section.
Okay, all right. Well, this is Marie. And once again, we were talking about the ombre. Just about everybody has ombre. If you can kind of turn to the side so they can see the ombre.
All those ombres are growing
that they
out.
have, okay? And what we did is that a little bit earlier, we went in with our radiance. Has anybody heard of radiance? Okay, radiance is an awesome
You need to try.
moisture gloss that you can apply from root to ends. It's great for enhancing one's own hair color. If you're doing toning, it's awesome. It's like I said, it's a demi-permanent. You apply it from root to ends. And what we did is that we just wanted to richen up her natural hair color, because a lot of times with ombre, everybody's really just focusing on the ends. So what we wanted to do is that we just wanted to richen up her base color, her natural color, and we went in with our radiance. And what we did is that we just applied it from root to about where that started, as far as her ombre was concerned. And we went in with a 3G, and we applied it with the dedicated developer. We apply it to damp hair, because anytime that you're using one of our demis, you want to apply it to damp hair because it helps with the absorption of it, and it really gives that moisture. And so we put it from there. We left it on for maybe about 15 minutes. That is the timing. No heat is required. And we rinsed it off. We wanted to keep these ends, but now what I want to do is that I want to just go ahead and I just want to make them a little bit lighter. I'm just going to go ahead and brighten it up. Summertime is here, so now she needs a little pop to it. So why did I braid it? Well, I'm going to use a technique to where when you have really curly and thick hair, this is a great way that you can actually do an ombre on a braid. You just need to make sure that you actually saturate it really well. And then other than that, when you let it go, it's not going to have that line. Okay, a lot of times when you're doing ombre, you actually see where that person started. And what ombre is, it should be a little bit uneven. It shouldn't be perfect. It should look like, you know, it's kind of grown out and, you know, just kind of old and washed out, you know. That's what it's supposed to look like. And a lot of times what I see now is that you have that line right there. So what we're going to do is that when you do apply it to that braid, it will be uneven when you let it out because of the fact, remember, her hair is naturally curly. So when that hair draws up, as far as that curl is concerned, it's really going to accent certain pieces. So that's what I'm going to do. What I'm using is I'm using the basic white, and I'm using 20 volume, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it.
Okay. Right ahead. All right. So now on this side, another ombre. There's so many ombres in this house, huh? Just kidding. Everybody has an ombre now.
Everybody has ombre.
So, yeah. So we need to retouch
you know, the
it,
thing
right?
about it,
Over
just
there
like we were
have an
talking
ombre.
about, is that you need to take advantage of whatever that person has. We don't have to start off with a clean canvas. We can actually use whatever that existing color is and use it to our advantage. And you really have to do a great consultation. Once you do that great consultation, that will really give you direction in regards to how can I use this existing color to my advantage. Okay?
All right. So now over here, if you guys can see, there's a different shades. It goes from really light to her natural color. Now, there's different ways of doing this technique. I know some people, they just go ahead and apply and they put the foil. Now, when you do that, you're going to create a line. And that's what I don't want right now. I do not want to create a line. I want everything to just fade in, kind of like a fade. I know there's a barber here, so you understand that. So the best way for me, and it's just another technique, take a section. Now, the hair needs to be nice and dry to do this because I'm going to tease the section. So I'm going to go slow, maybe like once, twice. And I'm going to go ahead and do it just a little bit more.
Just a little bit for
just to like about there. Now, when I'm there, I'm going to start applying the product from here down. Now, the foils, there's two ways that you can do it. You can do it just kind of like a little booklet, like this. Just fold it this way, sideways. Or you can do flat foiling, put one on top of the other. I'm going to do one section this way first, and then I'll show you how to do the next one. Now, you could either apply some product on the paper. This will help you. It's almost like glue, because the hair will stick to the paper. And let me pull this over a little bit. So we're going to just put the paper right here, and I'm going to start applying the color. And remember, what I want to do is to blend the color, go all the way down to the end, making, excuse me? To right here? Yes, no, I'm applying from the tease down. Right, we don't want to do it up here. That's a really good question. So you want to go below where I teased it, okay? Now, it all depends. The more you tease, the less you're going to see it, right? And also, if the hair is very thick, you may want to make smaller sections. And if the hair is too clean, you may want to dirty it with product. So you can use a little bit of hairspray in order for you, to be able to actually tease the hair. So again, we're going in. Now, here where the line is, it's kind of like I'm just painting, blending it. All right, so once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and close my book. You could either fold it if you want. I think it looks prettier that way, huh? See? It's done. And I'm going to go ahead and do another section in the center. So I'm probably going to use 3 sections in the back, and then I'm going to continue with the sections on top. Okay, Ingrinette.
Okay, so I finished my first section. Now I'm going on to the next one. Another thing is that I know when we use foils, how many of you guys use foils? Everybody should be in here raising their hand using foils. A lot of times what we do is that we actually seal those foils up too much to where it doesn't get the oxygen, okay? It needs the oxygen to process. So we don't necessarily have to seal it so tight. You know, really depending on like what era that you came in. Right now, we don't have to use 1,000 foils anymore, okay? So we just really want to just go ahead and use that more so for protection in regards to it getting all over the place and having control over it. But you just want to go ahead and just seal it so then also it doesn't slip off, okay? In this particular situation, when you're at a shampoo bowl, it's going to come right off, and that's okay. But if you're doing hair color, of course, getting that foil right up to the scalp area is important. And as far as saturation, that's very important as well. So when you're doing this technique with that braid, you really want to make sure that you saturate that braid. You're going to open it up. I did have some rubber bands on the end because of the fact that her hair is so curly. So they were popping out. So this just gives me a little bit more control. So now I can't get it out. No, there you go. Okay. So when I apply the actual lightener, what I'm doing is I'm actually opening up that braid and really mushing in that product. Like I said, saturation is very important. And remember, her hair is very thick, so you want to go ahead and make sure that that product's in it. It doesn't necessarily have to be straight across. We're not worried about that. We're more so worried about the process as far as that color going inside of that braid. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and continue with this.
So here's my 3 sections. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you. Oh, you're still showing over there? I'll bring my section down first. And then we'll have the camera come over here so you guys can see.
Oh, he's on his way.
How's everybody doing? You're so quiet. Let's scream. Ah! All right, come on. Hairstylist in the house. This is too quiet. We need our music, Ingrinette. She's DJ Ingrinette, by the way. She's got the best music ever. All right, now with her, my sections, like I said before, I'm trying to make them not too small, not too big. So I would say maybe about a 1/4 inch. And now I'm going to use the flat foiling technique. So again, remember, I'm going to tease. How many of you already do the ombre like this? Teasing it. I know you do. Okay, excellent, good, good. And just remember, it's just different ways. You just gotta use the best technique that is appropriate to your customer's hair and to you. Whatever makes your life easier in the salon. All right, so I'm gonna tease it just a little bit more. All right, now the flat foiling technique. Here's I'm gonna have the cameraman hold my papers. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so here's my paper. Hold it just like a regular highlight. Place it right here. That's where I want the line to not be. And just apply your color the same way. And again, I am using color, but you can do this with developer. You can use it with collided colors. You can also do lowlights and highlights at the same time. So by using maybe like a darker tone and a lighter one, it's gonna sound beautiful. Okay, and let me just, okay, so now my next paper will be right on top of the other, just like that. And I think I put 3 papers. Oh, wow. This is the triple highlight. It's a new technique. You charge more for this. Just kidding. All right, so I did the one on top of the other. Now, you could either fold it, same way as I did before, fold it all the way down, or you can just fold the ends, whichever is easier for you. Okay? So you choose whether you want to use the little booklet technique or you want to put one on top of the other, right? Okay.
All right. So I'm almost finished here. I'm still applying right here at the ends. This one I'm not going to take as far up because this is more so towards the front area. So I'm really saturating it. Also, if you look at the lightener, how moist it is, it's really important, of course, any lightener that you use, that you definitely have it very moist. Because once it dries out, of course, you can get cheetah spots because of the saturation. How many of you guys like cheetah spots? I didn't think so. Unless you're Nicki Minaj, right?
Unless you do it on purpose, right?
Exactly.
Look like
Okay. So we're just going in there and just really saturating it, getting those good ends with that BW, and you can really see it. Go ahead and mush it in. How many of you guys like to mush?
I
And mush that product in. Okay, and now I'm going to my last section. Just going to go ahead and just fold that over.
Thank you. People screaming over there. You guys are not even screaming. What is this? Come on. People are screaming over there and you're not. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're happy. Right, Ingrinette?
Yes.
Yes. Now we're happy. Okay, so again, I'm going back. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention, you see the sections? The way I did it, I'm just really following the shape of the head. Because sometimes when you do highlights and you do straight lines like that, what do you think you're going to be creating? A mark, right? So you really want to follow the shape of the head so when the hair falls, it falls very natural and it looks very pretty, and that's what we want to do right now. Okay. Ingrinette, all yours, honey.
Okay, now I'm on my last section, and as soon as I finish this, I'm going to send Marie back to the model room because by the time she gets there, it's going to be perfect. Because I just wanted just to lift just a little bit, just to accent that already ombre that she has.
All right.
Once again, making sure that there's good saturation in there. Opening it up.
There you go. Okay, so now with my model swivel, later on, backstage, we're going to go ahead and finish the whole back and, of course, the side. Now, the sides, I really want to show you this. When you do the highlights, again, if you do the section straight across like this, you're going to create, what, tiger lines. Not cheetahs, but tigers, right? So we really don't want to create tiger lines. So, again, it's better if you follow the shape of the head. You do it like that right now? Yeah, because you're shaking your head. Very good. All right, so I'm just going to do a section in the front so you can see. So again, I'm going to go ahead and tease it, and tease it just one more time. Because really all I want is this. It's just the ends. I really don't want to touch the new growth. And then I go ahead and put my paper. Same way as I did the back. And I do suggest for you to finish the whole back first and then move to the front. So right now I'm just showing you how to do the front because we don't have a lot of time to finish. But finish the back first and then move to the side. Woo, Ingrinette, you're done.
Oh,
excellent.
well, see, that's what's so great about this, that this is a really quick, fast, especially when you're dealing with the lightener. Now, we were talking about Kaleidocolors. Now, with Kaleidocolors comes in 4 different shades. You have your neutral, your gold, you have your blue, and your violet. So really depending on what you want to accomplish, what it does is that as it lightens, it tones at the same time. So if you're dealing with darker shades, natural levels 1, 2, 3, and if you want to really cancel out any of that warmth, you're going to go in with the blue, of course, okay, because that is the coolest. If you want a little bit more warmth, you're going to go in with your violet because, of course, what makes violet? Got a little warmth there, right? And if you want something more neutral, you're going to go in with neutral, and then gold is going to give you gold highlights, gold results. So 10, 20, that's all you need as far as a developer is concerned. And this is the only lightener that we actually let you put under the dryer, okay? Because it can activate it, but you only use 20, and you only use, 10 and 20 as far as the mixing. So, I mean, it's quick, easy, it's fun. If you use it in the salon, it's going to cause a little buzz because when you use the blue, it is a blue powder. When you use the violet, it is a violet color. So what happens is that people are always saying, oh, you're going to turn my hair violet or you're going to turn my hair blue. Do you guys hear that all the time, right? So it just causes a little buzz, and especially in the salon. Like I said, it's quick, easy, a different way that you can actually get highlights. And as you saw on Melissa, it really gave beautiful, neutral highlights, and we didn't even have to tone with that. So great results.
All right.
Okay, so how we doing?
Back now so we can bring back our...
All right, okay.
Okay, my dear, be careful.
All right,
Okay.
so you want to stand up for us? And then we're going to
So
go right
isn't
onto
it
the
great
back.
how you can see different techniques on
You
how to
might
do
wanna
the
wait for
ombre?
her.
Just be creative. I mean, your customers will love. Yeah, I love that. Be creative. I mean, the more funky stuff you do in the salon, the better for you. And you'll have a better clientele, a large clientele. And people will follow you because they can see that you do go to seminars and you do get educated and you learn different techniques. Because I don't know if I want to go to a stylist that does the same thing over and over and over again, right? I want to see different things. I want them to do like different colors, different techniques. So that's the whole deal with this.
Right.
All right.
And see, that's what's even awesome about with Clairol, that like I said a little bit earlier, is that we give you those simple techniques that you can apply quick, fast. Sometimes, your clients come in and they want, they want something different, but they're not really sure what they want. So this way it's like quick, fast, easy. You can apply it with either a lightener, and with Clairol you have different options. You can go in with a lightener, different lighteners, your powder lighteners. Of course, you have your basic white, you have your Kaleidocolors. You can go in with the demis, our demi line, or you
Love
can
it.
even go in with our radiance. So there's different ways that you can achieve colors quick, fast, easy. And summertime is coming up. So this is a great way that you can add really some highlights in the front of the face, doing the ombre. You see that there are 2 different techniques, but still the same. Enhancing one's color already. So she's enhancing color, existing color, and I'm taking color up from an existing color. So same technique, and that's what we want to show you, is that same technique, but different ways of actually doing it.
Different ways of doing things. And like I said before, just be creative and have fun.